past with Queensland's central region, the Central West. As some of you may know, I was born in Alpha, and if you don't, I'm hoping you eventually get the point. And I do a lot of work all my life. It's something that has been a central theme in my work. And my mother grew up in Rockhampton, and Dad's mother had a cafe here during the war. And our family has long connections with Central Queensland, and it's an area that in many ways is still discovering its own history, still working out who it is. And as an artist, I see that as part of my job, to help us imagine ourselves, to become ourselves, to make ourselves up in more ways than one. So I see this opportunity here at the university as a wonderful one to be able to research some topics very important to me, close to my heart. And they include the artist Harriet Jane Neville Rolfe, who worked out in the Alpha District in the 1880s, and she spent 2 years out there. When I was growing up, we didn't know about Harriet Jane Neville Rolfe as an artist. In fact, my dreams of becoming an artist in those days, in the 1950s, even the 1960s, as I like to say, and it's very true, were the equivalent of wanting to fly to the moon. And in the 60s, as you may recall, we still hadn't got to the moon. So that was the same as wanting to be an artist. I'm very pleased that times have changed. I came back to Rockhampton about 5 years ago, I think it was 2006. I had a wonderful opportunity here at the Walter Reed Centre as an artist in residence, and I was very grateful to the Rockhampton Regional Council and the Art Gallery for allowing me that opportunity. I did come back, I have to say, with a little bit of apprehension. I experienced, sort of an odd past of my own, which I had to engage with. Growing up, I think even in these days and times, isn't easy if you're gay in central Queensland. So this may be another sort of outcome from this residency, is to show people that, yes, you can achieve as a gay man in the world and actually create something that's of value to the community, and that many people have respect for, and that it's actually possible to grow up gay in central Queensland and survive. So with this mini exhibition here, which I'm very grateful to Holly for helping me hang and complying with my odd instructions of keeping them level at the base. They're unfinished works, but I wanted to give you an idea, because this is the beginning of the residency, so I'm hoping you aren't expecting too much at the beginning. At the end of the residency, yes, we'll see what happens then. I'm not sure. That will take care of itself. I've touched most of the points, but I think I'll just read some of the conclusions here so that I make sure that I do actually get this right, because I put some effort into writing it. I understand that our shared goal is to become the most engaged university in Australia, and for many it's likely to mean engaging with industry and other client community groups. May I also urge everyone to engage more fully with the arts community, not only in central Queensland but throughout Australia and our own region. Our universities are for higher education. I was basically saying this before, and for elevating thinking to higher levels, but I think it's worth repeating, and for opening up our consciousness and the consciousness of the world of ideas around us. Art does the same. It's a form of higher consciousness and refinement, and it elevates humanity to even higher levels of understanding and dignity. Universities in the art world have much in common in their search for opening new worlds and new ways of thinking, and bringing fresh ideas and people into communities to stimulate debate and intellectual rigour. there's an entire world of the arts waiting to engage with you, and I know some of you here are already very much involved in that. We live in an amazing time. It really is a seriously amazing era that I'm not sure that many people have completely understood the impact of the time we're living in. They are extraordinary. And the shape of it can be given by the imagination of artists to make it less scary, or at times even more scarier, to help us to deal with what is going on. This is also what universities do. So the relationship between art is one that I'm particularly interested in, is art and science, because I do think in the future artists and scientists are going to play a much bigger collaborative role than is currently the case. As technology expands, our need for design and beauty also expands, and also our appreciation. Artists and scientists will work together in more engaging ways with the community and as we draw closer to singularity. Now, I'm not sure if you understand singularity, if you've heard of it. I'm sure you have in the main. It's a point in time when our technology will actually, the intelligence of our technology, artificial intelligence, will supersede, not supersede, but surpass human intelligence. And this is not far away. So there's a few people to thank, and Wayne has already been mentioned, what was it, did you say, Scott? Australia's most eccentric solicitor. I'm only Queensland's most eccentric artist, and I've got a lot of competition, I think. But Wayne has been so wonderfully encouraging and supportive. He and Chris Jones, and I very much appreciate that. And John Elliott, the photographer, who comes from Blackwall, in fact, I think he's the mayor in absence of Blackwall, has helped me with these photographs, and he couldn't be here today, and he's very sorry that he can't. In fact, he's unable to walk at the moment, but that will pass. It's just a virus. So some of you here know John because he's been through in recent times. Martin Guy and his partner Kate have been very supportive, and I really appreciate that, in helping me realise my dream of sign writing on paintings. It may seem a simple dream, but there's not many people these days that hand paint signs. This is one of the outcomes of the technology I was just referring to. Many of those skills are disappearing. So Martin and Kath live here in Rockhampton, and it was wonderful to find them here, to be able to work with them, and I hope we can do much more together. So thanks to all my friends here at CQU. I really appreciate your welcome into the community, and the people from the wider area here in Rockhampton. I really do. And most of all, thank you, Scott, for this great opportunity, because it really does open up a whole new appreciation for me of the area that I was born in, and I'm hoping that the effects and the outcomes that we'll see later are appreciated by you, and that we can, in many ways, show what an interesting part of the world it is here. One of the other themes that I'll be looking at is the Cullen Laringo event that happened out between Emerald and Springshaw. And there's a number of other layers that I won't refer to today, but when we're able to talk together, and the residency is for a year unless I somehow am asked to leave. And I'll do my best to make an impression anyway. I'm known for certain, confronting artworks, but generally speaking, I'd like to think I'm a very nice person. And you only see that in my artwork. I welcome questions if you have any, and otherwise I welcome discussion with what's left of the afternoon and during the time that I'm here.